What is going on, people from the tube? Welcome back to another Pancho Things. Alrighty, here we go. First intended trout fishing trip by myself again. Matt is busy. 4:40 in the morning, and I'm about 30 minutes away. So let's see. Hopefully they didn't wipe out all the trout that there was in that lake during the weekend. I was there last Wednesday, and I saw a whole bunch of trout, but I was rigged up for bass. I was whole mentally set up for bass. Didn't think about going for trout. That wasn't in the plans. But today I'm going only for trout. With my luck, all I'm gonna see is gonna be largemouth bass. But anyway, so I'm heading that way. Hopefully we can get into some trout. Stay tuned. All right, so we are moving, and this time around on car number 5. That's a good thing. It's really foggy, guys. Super foggy, super foggy. I'm gonna do a couple of casts here. See what happens. Oh, here we go. Oh my god, really? Point is not gonna be that great, so we are gonna go to where we saw this fish. Let's try here. Alright, people, from the tube. I didn't have another outro. Turns out that I fished for about 6 hours or so with no luck. So my memory died. I didn't realize that the memory was dead. So, but it was about the time that I was packing up and leaving. So, all right. So what happened? Got there really early. It's been a week since I saw all the trout there and people getting trout. That lake you cannot fish on Mondays and Tuesdays. It opens from Wednesday until Sunday. So I got there. I knew where the trout was. And we had no luck. We tried power bait, inline spinners, rooster tails, panther martins. We tried power bait, micro jigs, nothing. We tried also the trout magnet, and that was the only thing that I had a fish actually chase as I was retrieving it. But it wasn't a trout. It was a bass. It was a really small bass. Conditions, what was going on there? There was way less people. There was more boats this time around, but less people bank fishing. Extremely windy. It was kind of cold. The water was warmer than the outside. So I have three major points here that I can just think about. Or either the water was way too warm and the fish were deep. Two, which is another highly possibility, the trout got fished out. Reason being that I'm saying that and what I'm focusing on that. So when I was there Wednesday a week ago, there was, I'm gonna make a quick math here for you guys. So right next to me there was 3 guys. They limit out on trout, so that's 5 per person. That's 15. Let's say that there was at least 40 people trout fishing that Wednesday. So let's say that not all of them got their 5, but let's say that everybody got 3. Let's say 40 at 3, that's 120 fish. And once again, that's saying that not everybody limit out. So you can get the math. Now, the fish that didn't get pulled out now are more skittish and more aware of what they're biting. So I'm thinking that there's a combination of things. Water being really hot, the fish being overfished, possibly the fish getting more knowledge of what they're seeing and what's happening, and me, number 4, sucking terribly at fishing. So, and that day I didn't bring corn and or bread, which apparently are magnets for fish. So one thing that caught my attention though was I walked an entire side of the bank, a whole side of the bank. It's huge. I walked and fished that twice. I went back and forward 2 times. So on the edge I found crappie, dead crappie. Not full-size crappie. One, I saw 3 or 4, and the biggest one that I saw was about that big. Everything else was smaller than that, or either dead or dying. I don't know if that was because they probably got fish hooked in the gill or something, thrown back, and unfortunately they didn't make it, and or something was going on with the water, the temperature. Something was going on. Now, it wasn't a massive amount of fish to say, yeah, the water is contaminated or anything like that. That's not what I'm trying to say. What I'm saying, something was going on, or somebody fished, caught him, and they got gill hooked, and they just happened to die. And I happened to be walking when they were flopping and dying. So that's one thing that I noticed, and it was interesting. I've never seen a crappie before until yesterday, and yeah, it's sad. I have heard a lot of amazing things about crappie flavor wise and fishing, so but I never hooked to one. So let's go to the meat and potatoes of this video. It's on the comment. I gotta get something on the lighter side just so I can have more feeling of what's happening, being able to cast those little tiny micro jigs and stuff like that a little bit farther out, because the tip of the rod is gonna be fast enough to like load and spring those things out a little bit better. Here's my question to you guys, and this go trout and pan fishing. What's the deal? What is the deal? Yesterday I actually got really surprised, and I was able to talk to a couple of people that a couple of them were bank fishing and a couple of them were actually had boats. And as I'm leaving, we shared a little bit of what the day was like. Nobody caught anything, at least from the people that I spoke with, which was 3 or 4 of them. No one got anything, not a single bite, not a nibble. One of the guys had the same experience than me, had a bass chase the lure but not committing, and it was not trout. Now I got to see a couple of trouts and I got to see some bass swimming around, but they had nothing to do with anything. So what do you guys do? Like, once again, we're bank fishing. I don't have any electronics to tell me is there fish in there or not, which is also a possibility that I might have been walking in the wrong bank and the fish might have been in the other side, which is also a possibility. But what do you guys do? Like, what is your mindset and what are you looking for when you go in for pen fishing and trout? I'm really convoluted. I've seen a lot of information on the internet. Some agree on some information, some don't agree on some information. Some people use certain things, some other people use certain things. I can seem to figure it out. I'm struggling hard, and I think that I'm also having an issue with the weather patterns, trying to figure out what really am I looking for on those weather patterns. So when you're looking for stock trout, pen fish, what is it that we're looking? Either gear related, fishing techniques related, and weather patterns. Because there is fish, clearly there's crappie, black crappie that were dying. Clearly there's trout, there's bass. So what's happening? What is it that I'm doing wrong? Because I didn't even get a bite. Because one thing would have been to get a bite and be like, okay, well, like the presentation might be different, but I use a lot of different colors on the trout magnet. I use 3 different colors and scents on the power bait. I use pretty much every single rooster tail and inline spinner that I own through all of it and got nothing. So I'm relying on your expertise. Tell me what is happening. Like, once again, I've talked this and I've said this 7 billion times. Unfortunately, the areas that I can go fishing are overfished areas, and you guys could see on the first video last Wednesday how overcrowded we're talking. Like, we're talking 40 to 60 people bank fishing without counting people on pontoons, bass boats, and regular john boats. It's insane. So what is your guys' go-to gear, technique, bait, lure, and what are you looking in the weather in order to get these guys to bite? That will be extremely helpful. And plus, once again, you guys know I'm learning how to fish. This is not something that I've done a lot, so I'm trying to get as much information as possible and see how far I can go and learn and refine the techniques. But so far I have more luck with bass than I haven't had with any pan fishing howsoever. So give me an idea. If you fish trout magnet in a way, please let me know what do you do. Your inline spinners, let me know what you do. Your power bait, what do you do? Everybody just, like, every single video that I've seen, like, everybody just swears on these things, and I didn't even get a trout to even look at it. So let me know what you guys think. I really want to try some crappie. Like, I heard so much of it, and as a chef, I'm interested on finding out what these crappies are all about. But give me your 2 cents. Thank you so very much for watching. This is a short video. I'm showing just a little bit of what we did. As I mentioned before, I fished for 6 hours and some change, and no luck whatsoever. So my first trout fishing trip that I'm only targeting trout was a bust. Complete bust, not even a bite. So let me know what you guys are thinking. Thank you so very much for watching. Like, share, subscribe, click the notification bell so you can be notified every time that I upload a video, and I will see you in the next one. Pancho out.